in a world.
Bro, it's Indiana.
In Indiana, from the depths of our secret lair.
Bro, it's totally a bookstore.
And whose fault is that? Fine, never mind. In Indiana, from the depths of our bookstore comes a well-coordinated coterie of serious kindred.
You're joking, right?
I'd rather be reading a book anyway. Fine. Come check out our chronicle as a bunch of misfit kindred drift from one crisis to another. Happy?
Bro, what happened to the voice?
Indy by night. We'll see you Tuesday. Oh, hey, hi, hello, we are here. Welcome on in. I didn't know when that turned into my catchphrase for starting shows, but it's been that way for a minute now. Welcome to another episode of Indy by Night. Tonight's episode is titled The Unexpected Bag. So, we're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening. We are -1 Eva going into this, and this coterie does not have exactly the best track record for whenever Eva is out. So I'm very excited to see how wonderfully horrible this evening turns out to be.
I don't think Michael's been here since Eva's been out.
I think, yeah. I almost said I think Michael got here because Eva was no.
That checks out.
Yeah,
That tracks.
Mom's not home. Order pizza and set everything on fire.
I think a small slaughtering of anarchs happened the last time Eva wasn't here. So
Allegedly.
The original Anarch slaughter happened when I wasn't here.
no, I was talking about when Jay made a phone call
Oh, yeah.
and slaughtered a
That
bunch of
guy.
anarchs.
Also, that was no wrongdoing by Jay. I'm going to take a firm stand there and say, it was a couple scourges that showed up and did some bullshit at the behest of Jay. But
It was totally reasonable to make the call. We just forgot to call off the hit after we talked ourselves out of being killed.
Semantics.
We'll go ahead and start with Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing Carter. And tonight's episode could be bad. Real bad for Carter.
Or real good for Carter.
But no, it's not going to be
Okay.
real good for Carter. I think that ship has sailed.
Well, we tried.
No, you didn't.
To be determined so far. Next up, we have Justin.
I'm Justin. I play Dimitri the Ventru, and I'm kind of excited. kind of ready to see the chaos ensue.
And last but not least, we have Ian. Hi, Ian.
Oh, hi. I was checking mics and stuff.
You're
I'm
good.
back. Hi, I'm Ian. I'm playing Michael the Ravnos. That's their full legal name. But I'm excited to be here. Not because a certain privilege is forcing me to be here or not to be here. You know what? I'm just happy to be a part at this point and not dead.
I think you
You are
actually
not dead.
technically are dead.
You know what the hell I'm saying.
That's fair. So, on a bit of a recap, you guys have spent the last couple of hours discussing your options with the two individuals who are claiming Praxis. Caleb from Clan Ventru and Nessa from Clan Toreador. You've offered your piece to both of them of making someone within your coterie as seemingly no one wants to take up the mantle, but someone within the coterie of princedom inside of Terre Haute. Both of them said it should be doable, but they have almost aligned thoughts on making you guys having a princedom in Terre Haute, but they have slightly different things they want to accomplish as prince. So Nessa seemed to be okay in thinking that this Anarchs probably need to have some of their numbers lowered a little bit. But her focus was primarily on the Anarchs compared to Caleb's number one focus was mostly on getting rid of the Sabbat that moved into Terre Haute as well. Trying not to fight on too many fronts. Not everyone has technically agreed on who they think should be prince, but you guys decided that enough talking had been had, and you guys were going to grab a snack before heading back to Terre Haute, because there's no prince here. Just give me my dang snack. And shortly afterwards, Carter recognized this individual who was offered to be returned back at mostly empty as their touchstone. And as everything sort of quickly came to realization, she recognized Carter right as Carter recognized her. And that is where we are going ahead and picking up. We have a couple rolls here to make. First of all, Carter, your touchstone was damaged. So we need to go ahead and roll to see if you survive that stain first off. And then we can go ahead and roll the frenzy check to start the night. So let's go ahead and roll that. Wonderful.
Oh, you want me to do the remorse test first?
Yeah, let's do the remorse test first. That seems a lot more fun.
It does seem more fun for somebody.
The fact that you said survive the remorse test.
I mean, we lose a little piece of, like, a little piece of us dies when you become more.
I'm gonna be real sad if I fail this one.
I'm also going to be very sad for you.
Solid.
Okay, so that's actually good. You know, you actually do feel sad.
Yeah.
Not
No, I feel something. I feel something.
Yeah, you do feel bad. You weren't able to protect her when obviously she needed it most. But now the back half of it becomes to see if you can keep that anger under control. We're looking for a DC 3 on this frenzy check here to see if you can keep your cool.
All right, let's see if this rolls the right number of dice. Holy shit!
Yeah, you've got your business handled.
That's 9 successes. I do it.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
completely stone cold.
So for those
Holy
before we went live, I was making the joke of can you beat a 10? If this was a DC 10, could you do that? And then we get a 9, so I'll just
I rolled
myself
7
out.
dice. I got hits or crit hits on every single one of them.
my
9 hits on
God.
7 dice. It's absolutely insane.
I love and hate that for storytelling purposes. But you're able to keep the frustration, the anger, all wrapped up inside, as you definitely do recognize, and you realize that she has that moment of recognition that she knows who you are.
I tell her to forget using my power, and I signal to Michael that he needs to carry her out, and I get out of her eye shot.
Okay. she's an unsuspecting mortal. Surprise, surprise. And so it goes off without a hitch. No contested rolls necessary. I'm sure that makes you feel a little bit better. But Michael, you go ahead and get the signal that you need to move Sally quickly.
Yep. That's just a quick it's a quick scoop and trying to read the room on if just tossing up over the shoulder is okay here or if it needs to be a little more ginger than that. So I'm gonna go on the side of we need to be nice here. So it's gonna be very, very gently carried.
Right? Yeah, you can feel a bit of like not really a lot of resistance when you're carrying Sally because she's not exactly sure where she is. But you can tell she's like trying to squirm a little bit. And what? And sort of just like is like murmuring to herself.
Do we even have a car right now? Because one was wrapped around a prince. And then another one's full of a lot of people and a bird's blood.
Oh, I know. All right, I take us down to Costell's car with the gangrel plate.
Hey, there's no prince, there's no rules. This car is ours now.
But he would let me borrow it, right?
Yeah, no, there has to be books in here that he'd be like, no, you can read my car books.
It is locked when you guys get there.
Not for long.
Okay.
It'd be larceny to jimmy those locks and to get this car started, right?
It would absolutely be Dex plus larceny
Ooh, baby.
to get that in there.
Ooh, baby, it's one of the things Michael does.
And that is going to be a solid DC 3 to get in.
Oh, baby. I'm gonna like look at the car, then look at Dimitri, and then look at Sally on my shoulder. Like, you want to get the car, or you want to hold the girl?
I'll take the girl.
Okay, there you go.
Did we? I don't remember from last time. Did we do Blush of Life? Or probably not, right?
No, it was not at that moment. It was like literally you recognize as it all happened simultaneously. So you have not blushed yet.
Okay, definitely once I get out of her eye line, I'm gonna blush and I'm gonna kind of try to surreptitiously suggest my my coterie do the same.
Okay, go ahead and roll that rouse check for anyone who would like to also follow through with the Blush of Life. Nice. Nice. Get good, Michael.
Yeah. I barely passed the larceny check. I fail my rouse check.
Carter
Whatever.
stole the good dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's all downhill from here.
it's not how I thought it was gonna go. I was sure I was gonna fail that frenzy.
I was
Okay, so
ready for somebody to have to pick you up and carry you out.
real quick, didn't communicate to us at all that you know this person or they're important to you, right?
I didn't overtly, right? I would say you probably know me well enough to know that I'm definitely acting squirrely, and I started
Gotcha.
acting squirrely the second. Like, and
She
you heard me
showed
say,
up.
"Forget," you know that power that I have. So, and we have talked about my touchstone before, about getting blood from her, and like way
True.
back when. So I don't know that you've met her,
I don't think so.
but definitely you definitely could tell something's up. And once we get to some place that I feel safe, meaning no glove box Nosferatu, I will definitely like drop a hint that I know this person, and then we'll talk when we get home.
Gotcha.
Eva will also go ahead and blush, and then Hunter doesn't need to.
Yeah, that's the one cool thing about my boy, right? He don't need no justice for getting that heart like still to move.
Nailed it.
Free my boy.
Yep.
um, but you are able to go ahead and open up the car. And I need you another Dex plus Larceny to see if he can go ahead and get this wired up and started.
I'm gonna before we do the Dex plus Larceny, I want to take a good look around the front of the vehicle, like the driver's seat, that kind of stuff, to see if maybe using some Terminator 2 logic, maybe the keys are just sitting like in the sun visor or something. You know what I mean? That way I don't have to like punch through the ignition to turn it on.
Okay.
I mean, I assumed he's the kind who left him in the sun visor. Absolutely.
I mean, who knows? I don't. And if there's anything I've learned from my years of doing crime, don't commit a crime where you don't have to.
I respect it. That's gonna be wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness.
DC 2.
Hey,
Nice.
we out here with threes, baby.
You are very confident there is no key that is left anywhere, as Castell probably didn't drive his own car, so he probably had people for that, so people probably had the keys on them.
Damn,
That's a good point.
that's a real good point. But doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to look. Okay, now let's commit a crime. Now that we know that the keys aren't there.
What's he gonna do? Call the cops on you?
I am the cops.
I think he was more referring to he's not exactly alive to be able to call the cops on you.
I mean, it works on multiple levels
All right,
for sure.
We're gonna willpower that.
Do it.
Ouch.
'Cause I can do 3 off of that
Mhm.
one there.
And it's going to be a DC 3, which you get. So nice.
We did it!
So you're able to go ahead and get that car started. You rip the wires out, get them started, spark. Very loud, angry rock music begins to blast over the speakers and the loud subs that are in the back of the car.
I'm gonna gingerly turn it down. Just like, yeah, it's like a huge flinch right as it goes, because that's a lot of noise right off the bat.
Right.
And then just ever so slightly, just all right, we're done with that. I'm gonna roll down the passenger side window. Like, all right, kids, hop on in.
Now it's a limo, correct?
No, this is just like a large black SUV.
Okay, gotcha.
So your style.
It's not your style, you know.
I'll put the lady in the back and get in the passenger seat so Carter can get back there with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I will climb in and say, "Don't worry, we got you."
Evil
We'll
will
talk.
Evil will sit on the other side, sort of like smushing between her between Eva and Carter, and then Hunter will get back in the third row seats.
Poor Hunter.
Poor Hunter.
Like, Evil won't even sit back there in the third row seat with him.
No, absolutely not.
That's messed up, Eva.
I'm just lucky I called shotgun.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I will be judging Eva.
It's totally fair.
But all right. So Michael at the helm, kind of looking in the rearview mirror, checking everybody out, trying not to be nosy, but definitely a little bit nosy, because there's an air of something happening. And just all right, where to? Are we just headed home? Are we like Taco Bell drive-through? What's the plan?
I think going home would be the best bet.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep, I will ask Sally if she's hungry.
And are you doing something to cover your face, your voice?
No, at this point, like the main thing was I wanted to blush of life. I didn't want her to have to deal with the fact that we're kindred. I would like to protect her from that if possible.
Okay. She's sort of like looking straight through the windshield. Very like somber face. No, I don't. I don't think so.
I'm gonna on the way. I'm gonna go ahead and make a stop through the Taco Bell drive-through and get some real basic, like simple tacos, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not a fan of the hesitation about I don't think so.
Hey, Carter, you did not introduce us to your friend.
Yeah. Just out of character. How private are we? Do we normally keep touchstones in this coterie?
I don't think we've really talked about him. I think it's just kind of.
I don't think
you know.
anyone's talked or met anyone else's besides like Dimitri and Eva. I think are the only ones that have like shared a touchstone conversation.
Yeah, and I would say probably there was like an insinuation that I knew somebody that I cared about at the hospital.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, okay, that clears that up. See, this is my friend Sally from the hospital that was in charge of the blood bank. Remember?
Oh, now it's coming back to me. Sally, yes. I'm gonna like try to catch Eva's eye and kind of like look like her, kind of raise my eyebrows and look at Sally like,
Yes. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Sally.
I will also do a sense the unseen.
Good call.
I don't like the way you said good call so quickly.
If there's just some dude hanging out in this car that we just picked up,
There's actually just a Nosferatu like clung to the ceiling inside the car.
It's like
That tracks.
no, that is the ultimate of like, can you leave us alone?
Just Bart, just like Spider-Man onto the top of this car.
Just Bart out here like, hey, so y'all committing a crime? What's going on?
You trying to crime or what?
Yo, crime time, prime time. Let's go, baby.
I will willpower those two.
I respect it. Four hits. You are very confident as you search with your magic eyes that there is no powers of obfuscate being had inside of said vehicle.
Nothing funky. Like it seems to actually be Sally. It's not somebody wearing a Sally mask.
Yes, that is correct.
And just for my own sanity,
Mm-hmm.
that's my sense the beast. 2 hits on that.
You can tell that she is 100% immortal.
Immortal?
No, amortal.
Yeah, amortal or immortal?
Okay.
Amortal.
I was about to like slam the brakes real hard.
Send her through.
I don't remember. Did Carter have the chance to look at Eva's clone with Sense the Unseen?
Don't
I
think
think
so.
I did, but I rolled really crap.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that is true.
But if he rolled really crap, did he just see her as an Eva clone?
Yeah, he still saw her as Eva. There
Right.
wasn't like a mask or anything. It was just like a no, this is just another Eva.
So that would be something though that you probably would think about, is that even with Sense the Unseen, if it is a clone, you couldn't see through that. Based on prior experience.
Right.
Fair. So does she seem like she's like she seems like she's kind of post-traumatic, stressy, like very dissociated from the situation. Am I reading that correctly?
Very dissociated, more of probably under some sort of influence than like PTSD.
Okay. Does it scream blood sorcery? Does it feel like ghoul? What?
Not necessarily ghoul. Or blood sorcery. Like you would see any sort of blood sorcery with Sense the Unseen that'd be active on them. So you can rule out blood sorcery. If it's a blood ritual, it might have like sunk in and already took effect, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to see that. And you can't really see if someone is ghouled to them. Like you don't see like an outline saying like property of. Um, but so it's hard to tell, but you can definitely tell, and you definitely have spent enough time in the hospital where you've had enough cases of people coming in who have been heavily under the influence of some narcotics or something of that nature, and they definitely sort of match what Sally is going through currently.
Gotcha, like she's drugged up.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. And I mean, we've been dining at this restaurant for quite some time. Is that normal? Were they normally drugging the people that we were snacking on?
Not that you've seen, but yeah, you've been a kindred long enough, you and Dimitri both, to know that is a predator style. Like that is a preferred person, like preferred method of people feeding. So it could be that she was just preparation for that, and they're like, oh, you could take this one, I guess, because it's rather easy to make someone into that sort of food style.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay, I mean, it's not fair. It's really messed up, but
Welcome to the world of darkness.
Yeah, but Carter usually likes to pretend that he's just a monster with no feelings.
Exactly.
So it's he's not enjoying this. Although nobody can tell because I can clearly got my fury in check.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
With my background circulatory system,
Mm-hmm.
the 2-point, I have what's called the little black book.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to maybe kind of get some insight into how she came to be in the hands of the Ivory Tower?
Yeah,
Maybe
what does
like
the
where she
little
was
black
picked
book
up?
specifically do?
So it says you've come into possession of one of the system's little black books. These books contain records of experiments and theories on the power of select vessels' blood. The storyteller determines the book's accuracy or specific matters. In general, it adds 1 die to investigation, alchemy, medicine, or science tests to track down or test specific vintage. It also cuts the time for research, a new 2-dot or 3-dot thin blood alchemy formula in half.
So more or less, you would have found a little black book that would have
Mhm.
some secrets to it. With that available, we could say that you would have been able to, with enough time at the bar, find their black book on how they get different individuals into dining for that location. You would know that it looks like Clan Giovanni recently made some donations from his new hospital that he just acquired downtown.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Wasn't she up for a promotion?
She
She
was.
got it, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she did. And she was up for it and got the promotion.
I guess this was her promotion to Blood Doll. Yay!
Congratulations, you did it.
So messed up.
Corporate America.
I'll keep that to myself for now.
Yep.
Um, let's see. Do I have? Yeah, I have a couple dots in medicine.
Mhm.
Can I make some kind of check to help figure out what will get her sort of clear of the drugs faster?
Yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence plus medicine.
Okay.
You're looking at a DC 2.
Ooh, that was close. Oh no, wait. That is wait. Oh crap.
Yes.
You don't have to sound so happy about it, Bruce.
All right, I am gonna willpower that and get rid of the crit up top to try to not messy critical this.
I love that for you.
I don't love any of this for me. All right, DC 2, we made it.
DC 2, and you did not messy critical. So, congratulations on using willpower the opposite way. But yes, you do know that there are definitely multiple ways to sort of detox someone, whether it's make sure that they are sort of hydrated and left in a room to like just ride it out. There's also different level of drugs that they could be put into the system to like counteract some of those things, but you don't really have access to really any of those without going to said hospital or dropping her off at the ER or just writing it out at the bookstore are really like your three options that you have.
And you can absolutely tell me no.
Get bent.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I use check the trunk
Mm-hmm.
to see if maybe I have like a dose of Narcan?
You absolutely think that feels very much like the kind of thing you would have.
Yeah, you could go ahead and check the trunk. It'd be intelligence plus medicine.
I'm cool with that. I have nothing in medicine, so it's pretty much just straight intelligence, but who knows? Hunters carry weird stuff on them, man.
Hunter
Narcan's not
also.
for those Narcan's not weird to have on you. It's safety. If you have it, I'm just talking out my ass.
I like the little PSA there. Like that's solid, and also 1,000% accurate. Have Narcan on you. That makes sense.
Don't use alone.
I think it's a DC 2 for check the trunk. Is that right?
I think so. I'm gonna willpower it and see if maybe
You
I can just
actually
make it happen.
can't because you
Oh,
cannot willpower blood dice, and that's all you're rolling for this test.
That's gross. I need to feed y'all.
Well, our meal is no longer
Yeah,
on the table.
Taco Bell is in the car, Michael.
Touche. Who's cleaning up the car? It's not me. No, I'll worry about doing my hunt roll and stuff a little bit later, and then it makes sense that I failed it because I'm driving. I can't
Exactly.
dig through my bag while I'm driving.
Come on, my friend. Watch the road. You're worse than texting.
Also, it's not your trunk; it's the prince's trunk.
My
So
bag.
who knows what he
It's
had
the
back there?
It's the bag
It's
that has
my-
a duct tape label that has trunk written on it.
Yeah. I can't remember if it says trunk or if it's duct tape that has like Sharpie tools written on it or something.
I thought that was your name tag.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Thanks for
Spicy.
coming to the show, guys.
Spicy.
Nailed it. But you guys have made it
No,
through
I'm right.
the Taco Bell drive-through, and are still heading towards the bookstore. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that Taco Bell's getting handed straight into the back seat. As I'm handing it back, I know you said that you don't think you're hungry. You need to try to eat something, please.
Yeah. And she goes and slowly starts to like nibble on a taco. A hunter's. Did you get anything else by chance?
Yeah, yeah. So I grabbed a whole handful of tacos. So there should be something in there for you.
Sick.
Grab what you're grabbing, but also make sure she eats, please.
He goes and grabs a taco or two.
I was gonna say, and I would like to have been a little cool, like some with lettuce, some without lettuce, maybe a burrito or two. I don't know what people actively eat anymore. Uh,
Whole time, like Dimitri shouting in your ear, "Get hot wings!"
it's Taco Bell doesn't do hot wings.
They don't do hot wings. Everyone does hot wings.
Taco Bell doesn't do hot wings. I'm sorry, my
Yes,
friend is
hot
very drunk.
wings!
My friend is very drunk. They don't do hot wings. You know what? Give us the burrito fiesta pack, all right?
Sorry,
Wait, is that Taco? That is Taco Bell, right? Or is that Del Taco?
I think that's. I don't think that's Taco Bell.
No, that's Del Taco. Never mind. I don't want the fiesta part like burrito pack.
Just a bunch of tacos, man. It's fine.
But it is unimpeded travel as you guys head to the bookstore. You guys do have to go by the pyramid, and it is another very busy night. They've added a couple of new things since you guys have last looked over at the pyramid, as now there's some like spotlights that they're shining onto the building itself. They have a new neon sign that is just a pyramid. And it is very, very packed.
And that's the pyramid is in like the Sabat house, right?
Yep.
Okay. Making sure I had my landmarks.
But you guys are able to go ahead and arrive at said location.
Yeah. So let's get her in the bookstore and kind of go from there and figure out what the heck is going on.
As you guys begin to pile out of the truck, Hunter does slam the car door and begin to sort of storm off towards the bookstore.
Night don't end, does it?
Am I I what? Why is he upset?
Eva sort of
That's it,
speaks up
Eva.
and with everything that we've been through the last like 2 nights, I guess some wires got crossed and he thought something was happening because the other Eva was playing him along at the bar. And I think he's just upset about the whole thing. If you guys don't need me, I'm going to check on Hunter, and I have some other stuff I need to check into for some personal things.
It's okay. Do what you need to do.
And when she
Thank
says
you,
sort
boss.
of personal things, she looks at you, Dimitri, and just continues heading inside.
Okay, so let's get your friend somewhere safe.
Yeah, I assume we have a room that's safe enough for her.
You guys do have the extra room that Benny was staying in. So you guys have an option of an actual like space for her.
Downstairs, there's like bedrooms for
Mhm.
all of the ghouls and stuff. So, and the security team. So we could find space for her for sure.
Yeah, I will get her set up and see if she's in the space where she can answer questions and wants to talk about what's going on, or if she just needs to sleep it off.
Yeah, she sort of plops down onto the bed that's in the room. Um, Carter, I don't remember a whole lot, but I don't remember meeting up with you and your friends.
I am going to go with as much truth as I can go with without breaking Masquerade, or if she doesn't know about Kindred, I'm not going to be the one that explains it, right? So basically, I'm gonna say, yeah, we're at the bar. We saw you. You looked like maybe somebody had put something in your drink. So I just wanted to get you out of there, and you can maybe fill in some blanks for how you got there and what was going on.
Um, Question for your power: how long and how far does it go back?
Let's see. The current moment and the last few minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Enough to mask a superficial feeding or a chance meeting.
Whoa, it's like it was written for that purpose. um, yeah. I don't remember going to a bar. Um, but no, I remember being taken a couple of days ago from the hospital by some people I haven't met before.
Taken. What do you mean?
I was working in late one night, and these individuals walk in masked, throw a bag on my head. Next thing I know, I end up in some back room getting injected with something. And you can see, like, I don't. You don't even think she even realizes it, but tears begin to well up. Uh, I think it was some sort of cult thing. They drugged me up and then stabbed my neck.
That's strange.
And it sort of felt like they were doing a blood draw or something. I mean, when it was doing the blood draw, it didn't feel terrible. It was sort of nice, really. But then they would just throw me back into a cell and I would lay there until it was time to be fed.
Okay. How long? This you said a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can stay here. We'll sort it out. You're safe now. The cult's not gonna mess with you here.
Go ahead and roll charisma plus persuasion. DC is going to be 2 on this. And you could surge if you would like to.
Yeah, and that adds 2.
It will depend on what your blood potency is. But I believe yours is at just blood potency 2 currently.
Yes, blood potency 2.
So I believe
So
that it's still 2 dice, if I remember correctly.
yes.
Had to think back to the errata. Ooh, you get the 2.
Yep.
And then did you roll the rouse check for
No, I
surgeon?
need to do that.
Sick.
Yeah, no, this is a mess. We're gonna have to eat. We are gonna have to eat. Gonna get her tucked into bed, and I'm gonna go find Sponge Crunch.
In a it almost feels like, not really, but it's sort of, you feel a very quick movement as she almost like latches onto you and gives you a big hug and sort of buries her face into you and just begins to just break down and cry.
Carter is awkward in this situation. He's sort of torn between like, this is not what I keep you around for, but also like, I want to protect you, my little pet. And then like some twinge of like, I feel like I'm supposed to feel a thing, right?
Right, exactly.
Just full on sociopath.
No, he's not a full-on sociopath. I mean, he's
I'm sorry,
he's humanity
half a
5.
sociopath.
He's humanity 5, right? So he does not care about people except for his, the ones that he cares about. And this is not in the context of how I care about her, right? But it is. It's conflicted. That's my point.
And she continues to latch on until you like actively move away.
I feel like I'm just gonna sit there, let her get it out. Hopefully, like at this point, I'm hoping that she's just gonna like get it all out of her system and crash hard. Is what I'm hoping happens here.
Okay. Dimitri or Michael, while this conversation is taking place, is there anything you guys would like to be doing?
Yeah, I'll grab Michael. When we're upstairs, we got the blush going, right?
Yeah.
So might as well, enjoy some
Make out.
some tacos and some scotch.
It did not go where I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, no, that totally did not.
I'm sorry. Taco Bell's and scotch. Is that?
Have you met Dimitri?
Yeah, dude, that's like totally checks out.
Shouldn't it be like vodka? I mean, that's kind of stereotypical,
No,
but still.
I like I like scotch with my tacos.
You know what? I'm down
Every
for
other
this.
thing, vodka,
Yeah,
but
vodka.
scotch and tacos is where
With Taco Bell tacos, dude, it helps it glide right out.
That sounds horrifying.
So, Michael,
Yeah.
your heartbeat right now, yes?
Yeah, it's going.
You feel the blood pump? Okay,
It's a
it's
weird way
good
to say
time
it.
for this. I pull out a big ass knife.
Oh God.
It's time you become blood brother, yes?
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna stab me. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'll put a small cut across the palm of my hand and pass the knife over to you.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look back. So I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I'm currently afflicted by being bound to somebody at the moment. We've talked about this. Is this a good idea? I don't know if it's transferable that way.
I didn't know you were blood bonded to anybody.
Oh, well then this is how you're finding out. Congratulations.
Oh, you are blood bonded?
I totally forgot who I had that conversation with. Yep.
Who are you blood bonded with?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Eva.
No. Justice for my boy.
Nessa.
You got me.
It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. They won't. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
Okay. I'm in. So I'll cut my hand. There we go.
Grasp hands really tight.
I hope you two blood bond each other.
You know what this means now, right?
That we have each other's vitae coursing through our veins, and any sort of weird medical information they want to look up, they might get the wrong person.
No. It means we are now bonded forever.
2 in the same month. Let's go. Just collect.
Only this I give no control. I don't tell you what to do. This is just blood brother, yes?
I'm about it. I'm glad
good.
to be able to call you a brother.
Aye. Now eat these tacos before, we puke them up again.
Oh man, so I'm gonna eat these tacos, and I need to go get actual food. It's so weird to say that, looking at what should be real food. Do you ever have like internal crises about what we used to be?
It has been so long for me since I was mortal. I don't really think much about it. The food doesn't really taste like much. It's sometimes fun to pretend.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I do miss the taste of a vodka, though.
I mean, nail polish remover tastes like nail polish remover, so
Have you ever been to Russia, my friend?
no.
Then
Never
you
been
have
outside
not
the country.
tasted real vodka.
That's fair. I've tasted cheap college party vodka,
No, no.
like plastic handle vodka.
When everything is settled, you and I, we go. I show you the cities. We have fun.
Yeah, I'm good for that. I'm down. Let's do it. But I also need to make a phone call. So
Is
most
this private call?
I'm calling my sire.
Oh, it's fine. Yes, no,
Yeah,
no.
like if you want to be around, it's not like I'm hiding nothing.
Sit over here. I watch some Netflix or something.
Okay. So
I'll take a
um,
big bundle of tacos and the bottle of scotch with me over to the couch.
Okay.
I keep like you see you're saying scotch, and I keep thinking it's like some like really nice like
Oh, it
old-
is.
Oh,
It's
it
like
is.
yeah, it's a blue label. You know, it's
Oh god,
Why?
yeah.
Why you do these things?
because we're monsters.
Because I'm an agent
Is this
of chaos.
is this what you guys feel when I do horrible things? Like I just
Yes.
This is the worst. I'm never doing anything like this ever
Pretty
again.
much.
This is how I felt when you said you didn't like regular show. That's the feeling you're having
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Oh
Welcome
yeah.
to it.
I hate it here. You go ahead and make that phone call to your sire.
All right. Yeah, just beep boop boop beep beep boop boop. Calling good old Uncle Matt here.
You do hear some very loud music that is just hard to discern what kind of music it is, but you can hear just music blasting in the background. Hey, what's up?
Uncle Matt, what's going on? It's been a hot minute. Figured I'd ring you up.
You have been wrong.
Yep. Are you in a spot that I could run a couple things by you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. I mean, like our kind of things. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I pick up what you're putting down.
All right. Cool. So, quick little update on me. I've been out and about, kind of, keeping the family business alive, and seem to have backed myself into a corner.
Oh shit.
Some uppity people on some white horses, if you get what I'm saying, have decided that I'm theirs. So I guess I'm playing that game, but that's not really what I'm calling about. Actually, it kind of is what I'm calling about, I guess. We're in a spot where, one manager was kind of forced to step down,
Okay.
and the current team I'm working on is looking for a promotion. And I'm trying to figure out if that's something that really, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I don't know. I'm so spun around and everything like that. Just a little bit of point in the right direction, a little bit of you got it, kid, or anything like that would be great.
Well, I can't say that I really know. I mean, I haven't bent the knee like you have.
Forcibly.
I mean, forcibly or not.
Yeah, true. Nah,
So,
just-
like,
I'm bitter about it, so I'm a little defensive. Sorry.
you should be bitter about it. But nonetheless, I couldn't say. I've purposely stayed out of those corporate politics, as most of us have,
Yep.
for that reason.
All right. Well, if you're ever out Indy way, let me know. Because there's a party going on out here, I can tell you that much. And there is some cash to be made if you're interested.
On whose behalf?
Well, I mean, a little bit of my behalf, a little bit I can set you up with some contacts, a little bit of kind of how it goes. I mean, it's always been highest bidder, right?
Not wrong.
So, I mean, if you're ever out this way, just let me know. We'll either meet up or I can set you up with some names or whatever needs to happen. So,
Yeah, I'll give you a ring.
all right. Well, enjoy your loud electronica. It sounds like. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, we got a bit of a party here going on.
I don't want to drag you away from that. Sorry to bug you.
Not a problem at all, friend.
All right. I will talk to you later, Uncle Matt. You be good. You be safe.
Yeah, you too, Michael. You too.
Click. And then Michael is like actively kind of dejected looking, a little like bummed out. But that is what it is. Then I need to make a hunt roll, but I will wait for for Carter if there's gonna be like a team hunt. You know what I mean?
Bless me, sorry.
Bless.
While all this is going, Carter, coming from Eva's room, you hear loud music just crank up to like a billion. But Sally is just like passed out, just asleep. Still cuddled up against you, but passed out.
Okay, I will tuck her in and go see what all this loud music is about. Because Eva's not here, right?
Eva is in her room, which is like just down the way from where you guys are currently staying at. So
Okay, so the music is coming from her room.
yeah, it's coming from her room.
All right, I will knock on her door to see if she could turn it down and see what's going on.
No response.
I feel like we haven't had the conversation that results in me being able to just walk into her room.
It's
It's
pretty
like the
fair.
lottery. You don't win if you don't play. So
I mean, I've seen her punch through people for bumping into her on the sidewalk.
you're different. It's fine. You're not like other kindred.
I don't know how to handle this. Um, we'll knock again, and if she doesn't answer, I guess I'll try the door and be like, just try to peek in, make sure she's okay. I don't know. This is out of character for her, right? Like, we
Yeah.
don't do the. Okay.
Once again, no response. You go ahead and peek in, and you can like the music just like erupts out of the door as you open it up, and you can see a huge portion of her wall is cleared. As you can see, sticky notes sort of placed onto the wall, and she's beginning to write on them. But it's a little, she's in the way to see like what the names are, but you can see that she's actively writing on a sticky note and moves to the other. Seems like the music is sort of masked you opening the door.
If she's in there, it doesn't look like she's in danger. She's clearly in her like serial killer zone. I will just close the door and just I will let that go. I don't want to confront Eva. I don't have enough health right now.
Does Carter ever have enough health? Is the question.
No, to confront Eve. No. Like nope.
I thought so. I
If
just
she
wanted to
wants
sure I
my
was on the
help,
same page.
she will ask for it.
But
Actually, hang on. I have a flaw that probably applies here.
okay.
Yeah, knowledge hungry. I'm probably pretty curious about what she's got on those post-it notes.
Hell yeah. What do you have to? Do you have to roll anything to? Not.
Yes. Okay, you always feared you wouldn't have enough time to learn everything. Oh, it's about blood magic. She's probably not writing about blood magic, right?
Probably not.
Odds are good. I can let it go. But I do like try to peek, like see if I can read anything from across the room. Just make sure that there's nothing about blood magic.
What's an
on a post-it
awareness? DC 2.
Bruce was on it for that for you.
You are able to look over, and you can see two different notes. They're not like connecting to each other. One has Baron in all caps with a big, looks like it was circled multiple times. And then you see Beverly with an X through it.
Yeah, no, that seems personal. I will close the door.
Door shuts.
All right, I will go find Michael because we need to go get snacks, and hopefully they aren't more touchstones.
All
Real
right.
quick, could I do a mending to try to get rid of the 2 superficial damage that I have?
Yes, you can absolutely attempt.
What do I roll for that, sir?
That is a rouse check.
Just a rouse check?
Yep. And then the amount of damage that it heals is based off of your blood potency, so you'd have to look at the back of your own. I think it's on the back of your sheet.
So I succeeded, and with my blood potency, that's 2.
Sick.
So I'm back to good. Feeling healthy, feeling strong.
You're looking healthy. You're looking strong.
I have sudden feeling like I want to go like hang out with Nessa though. It's really weird.
I warned you.
Sudden craving for Victorian music.
All right, yeah, but like Beethoven slaps. I don't know if y'all have ever spent too much time listening to that, but like, dang. Or what is it? Literal canon in G major?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There's a canon in that piece.
Careful, your
It's
Nessa
good
showing.
stuff.
It's awesome. There's like that's sick. Also, fun fact, classical music like that with the piano bits is so repetitive because piano players at the time were expected to improvise in that spot. It's like they were like, "Oh, you're that good of a piano player? Prove it, nerd." And I think that's cool. Little tidbits I've picked up from hanging out with Nessa. I need to stop. But snacks, right? That's what we're after right now.
Indeed.
Snacks. Yeah. Like a full meal really would be great.
Same.
Both of you guys can go ahead and make your hunt roll. Michael, welcome to the coterie. You now officially get to reap the benefits of being a member of this coterie, where your DC is now 1 to hunt.
No, 1 to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, y'all just eat for free around here?
Pretty much.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all have
We
just
be
been
snacking.
y'all just have like a company account to charge at the 7-Eleven around here?
The 7-Eleven is Bart's territory.
True. I've always been more of a Circle K lad myself.
It's all about Get Go.
We don't have Get-Go's out here, so I don't know what the hell that is.
Sick.
I forgot what my hunt roll was.
I
It's been a
think
minute since I've had a minute.
it's
I'm sorry. Because I am doing, I think it was Streetwise and Charisma.
that sounds for trues.
I have the page up. What type are you?
I'm a bagger.
Oh, intelligence streetwise.
Intelligence Streetwise.
And then I believe you get the specialty for black market. Ian, I think you have that specialty.
That's
as
where
well.
I was thinking that was. So
I need to roll one more die.
Yeah, don't forget to use that specialty die. Look at you guys, just a pair of baggers.
we're just out here, but it still works for me. It doesn't work for Carter anymore.
Oh, it does. It does when I'm not like all juiced up.
And it's difficulty 1, right?
Yeah, DC 1. Welcome to them putting experience into there.
Baby.
Oh. So, Michael, you will go ahead and get 3 extra blood bags. So you get the 1 to be able to knock down 1. Oh, yes, you get a total of 4 because if you want to use them now, you can. But you get a total of 4 blood bags.
Well, I'm going back down to 1 hunger. So I have 2 left. So
And Carter, you
before we
also
left,
get
I would have
3.
liked to have brought a cooler.
Sick. And Carter, you get a total of 3 blood bags.
Nice.
I'm assuming you're drinking 2 of them at least.
Yeah, for sure. Blood potency 2, blood bags like 1 less. Is that right?
I think it's still good until you hit 3, and I think
you're
3
right.
is the
I think
magic
you're right.
number that it's no longer fun for you.
But they went. Yeah, but they can't reduce you to 0. The only thing they reduce
Yep.
you to, yeah. Okay, cool.
I love
Yeah.
that
So I will
one.
drink 2.
Okay. So Michael and Carter are down to 1 hunger. Dimitri, I believe, is also down to 1 hunger. Eva is sitting at 2, but she's a little preoccupied at the moment.
So now, did we go hunt together, or was it like meet back here in an hour? If I don't see you, then I'm gonna come looking, kind of thing?
I mean, I feel like that since this was the first time you used like the coterie boat, like I probably went with you and like showed you a couple places where we can always get stuff.
I like that.
Big fan.
It's way less grandiose and like I'm your blood brother now, but like I definitely showed you where to go get like easy blood.
Damn.
You smell that? It smells like somebody's talking shit around here.
Oh, I mean that was
Will be
purely
a
me,
face
the
report,
player,
yes?
talking shit. Just to be clear, Carter has no idea that you're blood brothers. This is a fully Warren is talking shit. Carter would not talk shit about it.
Carter's just jealous that it hasn't happened to him yet.
Totally.
No.
Exactly.
No, like the Carter equivalent is like I let you have a book from my library.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, that's totally.
That's a second level blood bond for Carter.
Like, I will let you borrow my books when we're that close.
Exactly.
It's no longer you have to sit in this particular chair and wear gloves, and I will watch you the whole time.
That's first level blood bond.
Exactly. I will assume you know me well enough to know all of those things and do them on your own.
Exactly.
And you know what? Don't even pretend to breathe near them. You don't need to breathe. Stop.
Get some help.
Why do you have Taco Bell close to my books? You don't eat.
Why are your books close to my Taco Bell?
Yikes. Yes. So an hour goes by. Um, Dimitri and Michael, the remnants of your meal comes up and outwards.
Oh, forgot about that. Bad time. Hold it.
Well, it does not taste near as good coming back up.
No, it's
That smells like
actively.
scotch and taco. You ate that?
I
Yes,
was
it is very good.
baited in by my new blood brother. He said it was going to be a good time. It was a great time. I don't regret it, but I totally regret it. Everything hurts.
He said, "Blood brother, do I know whether or not there's any danger blood brothering with somebody when you are blood bonded by Nessa?"
You would know that absolutely nothing happens because it was not consumed. It's not the
I
sharing
would
of
know
blood,
that.
right?
Do
Exactly.
I want to mess with them?
Oh, for sure. That is a different question.
You know, we have too much shit on our plates for me to
Also
have
fair.
too much fun doing this. But in another alternate universe, I absolutely freak you out about it.
In another alternate universe, guys, you're going to die now.
Right. All right.
So we have a lot to talk about. I don't even know where to start. It feels like this is the night that goes on forever. Uh, should we sit down and talk?
It's a
Yeah?
good idea, yes. I think it's prudent that we discuss situation.
So I reached out to my sire just because, new life, who this kind of thing. Seeing if there's any sort of advice, any sort of go get 'em champ, anything like that. Nothing. Obviously I couldn't speak too crazily over the phone, but not sure if it was a miscommunication on my part or if it's just lack of interest, but that's a thing. So he might wander his way out this way if either we need help or just if he gets bored. So it's a thing.
Eh, what did so no? He had no advice.
Not really. Uh I mean, I was brought into the game unaffiliated, so he's got no skin in the game as far as the tower's concerned.
Ah,
I learned the trade from him, you know what I mean?
understand.
So I was like, "Hey, any thoughts?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, I'm not branded, not my problem."
He's tough love, yes.
Yeah, like snake parent.
Oh,
Snake parent. Around long enough for you to kind of figure it out and not do something done, and then you're out on your own.
it sounds like he left you too early. I slap you on the
Maybe,
shoulder.
maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit, but we're okay. We prevail. I've been
Oh,
successful.
we look out for each other. It's okay. I give you a hard time.
So all that kind of sad shit to say. I mean, we have an ally. If we need to call in something, I can call something in.
So, the
But
question.
before we get going, just a reminder: we have a person here that will leave here on. You know, we're not going to have any problems with her. We need to maybe make sure she's not paying too much attention, and if she is, you masquerade. Blah blah blah.
Okay, is she
All right.
sleeping now?
Yeah, I will have checked on her when we got back. I assume she's still sleeping.
Yep. Still out cold.
Yeah, they drugged her. I don't know. Sounds like they just black bagged her and kept her drugged. I don't think she knows anything. Sounds like she thinks it's a cult that was doing some kind of blood draws. I don't think she's got any real idea of what's going on.
Blood cult's not a bad
So,
thing for her to think.
We the business. Let's get down to the business at hand. I
Yep,
guess.
yep.
Let's discuss what we need to discuss. So Nessa or Galen?
Well, my vote's kind of tied. Not like I'm torn. I kind of physically don't have a way to vote against Nessa at the moment for reasons that you're now privy to.
But you can give opinions, yes?
I can give opinions just when it comes down to if she's like you're backing my like claim, then it's really hard to say no. You know what I mean? Opinion wise, I really kind of like where Caleb's coming from.
Hey, go ahead and make that roll for me. See if you can
Oh,
talk
Yeah, because I
talk
can't
negative
actively talk
about
shit.
Nessa at all.
Yeah.
shit.
So take a couple steps back on what I just said there. What is that roll? That is a wits and something, right?
Yeah, let me check real quick.
I should know this. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Resolve plus intelligence,
Resolve plus intelligence.
and it's versus the bond strength, which
That's
is 3.
3. Hey.
Okay.
I get to have opinions, guys.
For this scene, you get to have opinions that are yours from Nessa.
Yeah. So, you see Michael start to like say something about like their like his opinion. He's just like, okay, so when it comes down to it, if she steps up and goes, you're like backing my claim, then I am gonna have a hell of a time not doing that, and I'm sorry in advance. But when it comes down to it, I really do like Caleb's angle that he was talking about. Setting up shop out here, kind of taking the fight to the spot, pushing them out, saying you're not welcome anymore, that kind of stuff. I really like that. That appeals to me. But same time, evil you know versus the one you don't. No offense. I'm not trying to talk shit about your clan brother there, but
Is no worry. You are free to talk here.
okay. So, and clan brother is in you share the same clan, not you're both into some really kind of shitty things. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. It is
Yeah.
fine. Continue your thought, please.
No, that's my whole thought. My whole thought is I kind of don't have a choice when it comes down to it, but my active choice, if I were to have one, would probably be Caleb.
Arthur, what are your thoughts? Having spoken to both of them.
Yeah, having spoken to both of them. Um, I don't know. I feel like I have a better understanding of what Nessa is going to try to do. Right? I mean, it's not that I'm super enthused with the idea of Nessa as Prince, but I do, and it's not like I trust her not to mess with us, but I feel like we have a good idea of how she would go about messing with us, and I feel like that is a solid mark in her favor. I don't really know what Caleb's deal is. We haven't really interacted with him, and I don't I don't know how he's gonna get. I don't know how he's gonna succeed, right? Without us, right? What if we're not on his side? Who's backing Caleb?
Well, we are not the only kindred in the area. I mean, there are other kindred.
We are the we are the best postured kindred. We have we have a reputation, and we have a reputation that people both respect and kind of fear. So we're not the only kindred in the area, but we are a very powerful vote.
I don't wish to diminish what I think that I do agree that I think that we do carry a certain level of weight. I think that's the only reason why Carter didn't die when he spoke with Caleb earlier.
Yeah, in retrospect, that might not have been. I don't think I said what I meant to say the way I meant to say it.
Join the club.
I would tell you as a member of the Clan for Kings, if this had been me and you had not been in friendship or part of my coterie, I probably would have killed you right there.
Same time, he can't afford to be throwing hands with people that he needs the backing from.
Correct, which is why he exercised restraint and did not say even anything overtly insulting or negative to you, Carter. He played it very well. His play with Eva was not so well executed.
It wasn't. And what I guess what I'm a little confused about what the Prince of Indianapolis thinks they are in control of versus what the reality is, right? It's, that fine, they're in charge of the city, right? That we're not disputing that. But for them to pretend like they control all of Indiana it's just not accurate, right? So I understand Caleb feels like we're offering him things that are already his or would already be his if he was Prince of Indy, but that they're just not, right? I mean, saying
It,
you are in control of the whole state just doesn't make it true.
but it is the game. The Prince of Chicago does not rule all of Illinois.
Well, that's my point. My point to Caleb was that there are a whole lot more places in the area that he could expand in and take, and you know that would put him in a much better position in a few years or a decade versus trying to fight with Nessa now. I was trying to convince him to play the long game, but clearly didn't get that across.
I but he would have to start over from scratch. If he takes the ivory tower, he has the entire backing of the Camarilla. Allegedly.
Yeah, whatever's left after the fight, and I think that I guess at the end of the day, we need to figure out who has what support without us, and which figure out what that means. Who our enemies will be if we back each party. Alternatively, Bart said he would back us, which I think is insane.
It probably at least means that Bart will back whoever we back.
Which that goes back around to we're in a real interesting position with the amount of weight that we're throwing.
I guess my question would be, do you think that we may have overplayed with both of them? Asking for our own kingdom. Of course they're going to tell us, yes, yes, I give it to you. And either could simply, once we've given our vote, see to it that we each encounter some bad luck.
So, in regards to bad luck, and with the new, you know, bond and being fully embraced in the coterie and everything like that, I was made an offer by Nessa. I don't like that Bruce is rolling dice as I'm saying this.
Don't mind me.
I'm
In
minding
comes the
you.
Sequin Inquisition.
The Sanguine Inquisition.
The Sanguine Inquisition.
She offered me a deal and that was to end the bond in exchange for information. Granted, it's information I didn't have that I couldn't just sell then on the spot, so I'm glad that's the way that worked out. But she is angling to get me to flip on y'all. She's angling for information on the root of this coterie's success, what holds you together, what holds us together, etc. So what I'm going to tell you right now while I'm in proper mind, I don't need to know. Please don't tell me these kinds of things. If I don't know, I cannot sell. If I don't know, I can't flip.
Do you
So
think her patience is inexhaustible, however?
I don't, but her ire is focused elsewhere with the double claim to praxis.
Thank you for being honest and telling us about this.
Absolutely. You've been nothing but great to me since I showed up, and I've been kind of a shit. So
No, you've been good. We just like to bust balls.
but I don't want to know because I don't want to be the downfall.
Understood.
And with that in mind, again, I'm not trying to just use this as an overarching scapegoat, but in advance, I'm sorry. This is gonna be hard.
Yes.
I'm gonna do my absolute damnedest to be okay. But she's got a lot of years on me and a lot of pressure to push, if that makes sense.
I understand. You are deep in it, as they say.
Yeah. Which, looking at Carter, we need to have a conversation about something to maybe help break that. But I don't know if that's even possible. So I really just wanted to talk to somebody with a lot of books that might know. But that's a conversation for a different time.
Yeah, no, we could definitely research that and see what we can do.
But
Roughly about this time, Eva sort of ascends from the basement. Very level headed. Sort of plops down.
what's the word, my prince?
I'm not prince of anything, yep.
Sure, bud.
But we talking about who we're backing?
Yes, we discuss which horse we like in this race.
Neither.
I agree with Carter.
Yes, but we are kind of limited on options.
I don't even like horses.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what do you think, Eva? Or should we save that for when Eva's actually here?
No, because I had that conversation with her already.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
Perfect.
What can I say? I'm sort of a professional here, okay?
Kind of a professional around here. Hey.
Uh, I would prefer to see a third option. I don't trust Nessa enough to be able to put her in charge. And Caleb rubs me the wrong way.
Any ideas on the third option?
No, not a clue.
And would they even be able to raise enough support to make a genuine play at Praxis?
I have an idea. You're not gonna like it.
If you
I
say
can tell
Bart,
already I'm not going to like it.
I mean, we know a certain Bruja who would support another certain Bruja. And if you rolled in with the backing of, you know, that guy and claimed Praxis, who the hell is going to stop you?
That's a
You trying to
bold move.
say that I should be Prince of Indianapolis?
I'm saying it's an option.
The third option.
Do you like that better than the other two?
No, that's much worse than the other two.
All right, we're finding the edges of the page that we're trying to write here.
It's a good phrase. I like that phrase. I'm going to use that.
Better than greasing the skids.
No, greasing the
Hey,
skids rules.
greasing the skids is wonderful.
That's a great phrase, and everybody needs to use it.
No, I don't think that there's a good third option. Definitely, probably shouldn't be one of us.
Fully agreed.
We are far too young. We would be easy to manipulate. Our strength to ward off the power of elders is not where it should be to be in such a position.
No, I agree, and specifically myself, like I think I'm the youngest one here.
Maybe by age, but in spirit you're right there with us.
Spirit only goes so far, though.
True. But that is what your kind is known for, yes? Spirit.
Some of it, yes, that's a good way to put it. So I've been told.
So, assuming we don't have a fun option number 3, and it's just down to the two of them, which way do you go, Eva? Maybe we should just go around the room. I'll start. If we got to pick between the two of them, and believe me, you know I don't want to say this, I would pick Nessa.
For me, it is Caleb. The fact that Nessa has not even made a mention of the Sabbat, let alone the fact that she gave them permission to take up roost in our domain. 2 blocks away. Says everything I need to know about her. She will keep no promises. Everything that pours out of her mouth is a lie.
Well, if we're serious about taking our own piece of the pie and being, in charge of Terre Haute, A, this is about our problem, and B, it's not about Nessa giving us or promising us anything. It's what can we hold? I mean, that's how this stuff works. We say we run Terre Haute, we run Terre Haute, and if somebody can stop us from running Terre Haute, well, then I guess we weren't strong enough.
And I guess we don't run it, right? Well, I think I just said my piece a minute ago. If I actively get a vote, then Caleb. If I don't get a vote, then obviously that vote goes to Nessa. So I feel like I'm kind of a null point.
I feel like we can assume that when the chips come down, you're not going to get
No.
a vote, or you are, and it's going to be Nessa.
So personally, I would rather go with Caleb. Professionally, I know that I'm going to have to go with Nessa.
Eva, what do you think?
She sort of just looks around. Um, I would honestly think that if it has to be between those two, probably Nessa. sort of like what Carter says. We know most of Nessa's tricks that we're going to go against in one way or another. But
Real quick, Bruce, can you remind me? The phone that was in Nessa's pocket, it was
Mhm.
linked to a telephone number. What telephone number was it? Was it the one for Beverly?
it was indeed the one for Beverly.
Okay. I need to raise a small point, Eva. When they came to visit us, yes,
Yes.
I took an opportunity to go through Nessa's coat when I was retrieving it for her. She had a cell phone on her that was calling the number for Beverly. It was an open line.
Does it seem like Nessa knew that it was active?
I do not know. It's possible someone slipped it into our pocket, but it's strange that you wouldn't know the cell phone.
Mm.
So it's possible she somehow mixed up in all that mess. I don't know for sure. I cannot say. But is I thought important that they bring to your attention.
Let me roll.
Frenzy, she fails, we all die.
Yeah. You can see her grip on the chair that she's sort of lounging in give as you see the wood that the chair is made out of sort of buckle in a little bit. It doesn't like shatter and splinter, but you can see it morph into her the where the fingers rest. Seems like we either need to figure out if she's working with Beverly or not. Because I can't support her if that's true. I won't support her.
Augustin might be our best chance at that. Technology is his specialty.
Are we sure that Augustin just won't flip if he's a supporter of Nessa? Do we need to figure out first who he's backing?
He is not a supporter of Nessa. He was the one who warned us about her early on. Plus, she was spying on him. I gave him some information that allowed him to impede that spying.
And while I agree that he maybe doesn't support her, or doesn't at least, do we know for a fact he's supporting Caleb?
I do not, but I do know that he has spoken very negatively of Nessa and has nothing but good things to say about Caleb.
I'm only concerned that the politics play a very long con, and that if he sees Nessa as a more likely to win, maybe Augustin sides with her.
Then perhaps we find someone outside our world to look into this for us.
Maybe. I mean, I don't trust the guy, but is Bart any good with technology? Do we know?
I am not comfortable with that. I don't feel like Bart is someone who is impartial.
How third party do we want to go?
Someone outside. Hell, it could be out of state, out of country. Just someone who can look into the digital side and give us information.
I want to make a phone call. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna walk into another
Hey,
room.
hey, no.
Oh, fine. I'll do it right
No,
here.
no, 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 not that. No, no. Just And I checked to make sure that Sally's door is still closed. No werewolves.
It was an accident one time. No.
How many times? Do you think it's reasonable for it to be an accident for me not to give you shit about it?
No, that's valid. But homie I'm calling is like vetted and good.
Now, when you say vetted, like veterinarian, like werewolf?
Oh yeah,
Or
neutered, spayed and neutered.
okay,
I was going to say I thought the butcher was scarier than the werewolves, if I'm being honest.
yeah, no, you're not wrong.
If
Yeah, the
I'm being
werewolves are
honest,
fine.
absolutely.
Butcher was
But-
scary dude, but Butcher was like chopping that up and like, hey, this heart's gone. It's like what? He just didn't care. So yeah, no, scary dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I could wait and I can make a call later if we need to finish doing this. But I've got a couple third parties that I can reach out to. They can either make themselves local for the time being, or they can do it from a distance, probably.
This sounds like it's something that for Eva will help determine her decision. So I think it is best we take action quickly.
Then I
Yep.
will. I'll make that call.
Cool.
While he's talking, Carter, you say Terre Haute is ours if we can take it. Do you have thoughts on how to force out an ancient kindred who probably isn't inclined to leave? Even if we say please?
Which one? There's a lot of kindred that fit that description
I
these
speak
days.
of the Sabbat.
I mean, they're already on our territory. You are already collecting money from them, right?
But you've seen they are growing exponentially. They are increasing, ever increasing. Soon, I'm sure, if we looked at their business portfolio, they probably own several other properties in our territory already.
Poke my head back in while it's dialing, like while it's ringing. Well placed fire does a lot of work. Just saying. And I'll step back out of the room.
I know
That's
I like him.
certainly an option. I think, and it's not my call at the end of the day, right? But where we are, we don't just get to come in guns blazing, propane tanks exploding, and clean house, right? We have a shitload of anarchs. We have anarchs from out of town who I think could be very useful in this play that we need to get back to. That Derek character, um, uh, and the Sabat. So I mean, I think we may want to consider approaching this stuff as peacefully as we can until we gain more power.
My concern, of course, is that while we gain power, we lose territory and could lose potentially everything. My sire says Sabbat is like tick. They will come and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink until there is nothing left. They have no self-control because they feel no need to be self-control. They look at human mortal like ants. It's okay to squish them. They care not for the masquerade. This jeopardizes our territory. As they do more and more outlandish things, they're going to attract the attention of the mortals, and if the Second Inquisition returns, they're going to be right on their radar.
Which means the Second Inquisition may take care of the problem for us, right?
And us along with it. We're 2 blocks away, my friend.
Yeah, but we're a bookstore, We're not.
We are also kind of, a big deal in Indiana.
Yeah, but with a bookstore named something like Kindred Pages, who's gonna look here?
That's not the name.
Cain and Fable.
Cain and Fable.
Yeah, Cain and Fable.
That's what
I didn't know what this place was called. I don't even know how to read, guys. Carter, will you teach me?
What a good name.
Yeah, absolutely. You know how to read.
You son of a bitch, don't get me excited.
You probably do it wrong, but but I think you know how to do it. No, I mean I get it. It's anything we do is a risk, right? Working for Nessa, risk. Working for Caleb, risk. Staying out here on our own, risk. Trying to be the princess, risk. But one problem at a time, right?
I've never been in a situation where praxis has been declared in this way, so I have no idea how long it will take to resolve itself. And my fear is, do we have time to wait?
I think we need to. Well, I, I'm not arrogant enough to think that we are absolutely required for either of them to claim and win, right? So I do think there's a danger in waiting too long because we need to pick a side. Ideally, we pick the winning side, but trying to pick both sides isn't going to work.
No, I don't disagree. We have to settle on a horse.
Is there anything that we can, any way that you can see that we could convince either of them that there's a better long-term play than fighting
A-
for Prince?
Absolutely not. Their pride is too strong. If the declaration had been made in private, with only the Primogen being aware of it, then there was a chance. But the fact that they both declared it so publicly, it would show great weakness to step away now. It would imply that you are afraid you could not win, which, if you were honestly afraid you could not win, you should have never tried to declare praxis. It would hurt all future attempts. Trying and failing and losing is okay. That person can then try to claim praxis again in the future somewhere else, even here. But to put your name in and then to back away, you will always be thought of as a coward.
I assume that tracks with what I know about the cam, Bruce.
Very much so.
Well, we could figure out what some of the other folks want. Like I could maybe find out what the Prince of Chicago would prefer.
This would not be bad, yes. Why don't you make that connection?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So we need to figure out what Nessa's angle is with Beverly.
If she's involved.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If she's involved or not. And Carter's reaching out. Do you just have the Prince of Chicago on speed dial?
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch, but I can certainly reach out to my sire. We can. I mean, I did fill a role similar for the Prince of Chicago as I did here, so you know, kinda,
Well,
but not really. No, I would reach out to my sire.
I guess we have work to do.
Yes.
Michael's reaching out to their contact.
Come walking back in, still on the phone. Like, no, I'm on hold, guys. Like it's like a phone call to a phone call to getting patched through to somebody else. This is some real NASA type shit. I'm joking. I've called a couple different numbers. I don't know somebody that protected.
Okay.
Well, I change phones like I change underwear, so it's no problem. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe around here too.
Dimitri.
Yeah.
You get a text message.
Okay.
It's me. Hey, can
Exactly.
you look at something?
Hey, we need to meet.
Do I recognize the number?
No, but it is signed G.
I'm assuming that's probably going to be Giovanni.
Yeah, I have words for that guy.
Yeah. I'll text back when, where.
Tomorrow night. Your place or the pyramid?
The pyramid? Question mark.
If that's what you want to meet.
Negative. We can do the bookstore.
Well, shit, you're not talking out loud.
See you soon.
Okay.
Shit.
It could be Caleb. So I just would think I thought Giovanni. It could be Caleb.
Oh, it's probably Giovanni. Whatever, it's fine.
The mention of the pyramid is probably what makes me think it's probably Giovanni.
I was just more concerned with Sally's here, and his people took her, and blah blah blah.
I mean, you
So it
got
makes
it
it
fair and
spicy.
square,
True.
Not like you're ratting him out to the cops or nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Bro, it's not how we roll. You just
No, I know.
rip his
I'm
throat
just-
out.
You got a
Guys, we
room
went to all that trouble to switch his blood out last time. He's fine.
Yeah, but don't you still have some of that contaminated blood? We could totally fuck him up with that shit.
Oh, but I would never keep blood samples from everybody I've ever met.
You lying motherfucker.
I mean,
smell
was I really
shit.
trying to lie there?
I feel like that's part of your clan bane if you don't.
It is. I can't waste that stuff.
Gotta have a little sample of everybody.
Exactly.
You can only. It's only a little sample if you can't get a big sample.
Wait.
If I remember right, you got a big sample of that stuff. So
I do. I did.
While still on the phone, Michael's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot," and like pulls out like a little like a microscope slide with just the tiniest little drop of blood. You said you needed that from me. There you go, bud.
he's giving it up willingly?
Said it was for science. I don't know.
He does not do science.
He reads books. This man is a man of science.
Eva just
When
shakes her head.
When he makes you punch yourself in the face, don't blame me.
No,
That's not how that works.
It does too. I've seen it happen.
Kurt, you've made someone eat their friend.
I want that
Allegedly.
back. Give it back. I want it back.
And you didn't even need blood to do that.
It's true.
That's true.
Hey, nobody in here is gonna eat me. All right.
Only
No
person that
promises.
has eaten someone is the person you gave your blood to.
Yeah. Hey, Bloody
Thanks.
McGee over there. Stop trying to eat me.
On that note, we'll go ahead and wrap up for this evening. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out for another episode
That's
of
messed up.
Indy by Night. If you haven't already, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/jbrews, like it is posted down at the bottom of the middle of the screen. And then also, this will be uploaded to podcast and YouTube over at youtube.com/@jbrews over at Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to check out for that. And again, this was episode 44, I believe. An unexpected bag. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night. Have a wonderful guy.
Bye.